Hi Aries, how you doing? Welcome to your reading for the month of July. Whenever you find this reading in July, it should be good for you, or indeed whenever you find it, because most tarot is timeless. So if the title drew you in, there is something for you here. I'm going to start with some tarot for you. This is a general reading, okay? I'm not focusing on any particular topic or area of life. Take the energies that I'm talking about and please apply them to your situation as you see fit. If anything obvious comes through, I'll let you know, as always. If anything obvious that pertains to a particular area of life, okay? But really, these readings can apply to love, spirituality, relationships, career, all that jazz. It is collective energy. I'm pulling on collective Aries energy, so just bear in mind not every single message is necessarily going to be for you, my loves. Take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Feel free to check out your sun, moon, rising to get a fuller picture. Right, month of July for Aries, please. Month of July for Aries, please. Month of July. Chariot reversed, 7 of Wands, and the Star in reverse. I don't work with a particular spread for these monthly readings, by the way. I'm going to get you an oracle card, I think, from Sacred Forest. I'm just getting drawn to that deck for you to give these tarot cards some context. I am straight off the bat, though, getting a sense that you're a bit stuck. Oh, God, yeah. How do I explain this? You've got 2 7s in your reading. That's interesting. For the 7th month of the year. Sag also got 2 7s. No, 17. Star 17. How do I explain these energies? 10 of Swords in reverse on the bottom. I'm feeling it, but how do I describe it? Oh, yeah, well, I better work it out, hey, because that's my whole flipping point of being here. It's like you're stuck. It's a bit of a sense of overwhelm with the amount of tasks you feel you need to be getting on with. So what you do because of this overwhelm is you rest. It's like you have a rest. The Star here, and it came out in reverse. It's just like, it's a bit like you keep getting stuck and resting. And it's very difficult because obviously you have to stop to rest when you need rest. But I just feel like there's a difficulty getting out of that energy of resting. I don't know if some of you have been physically ill recently or something like that. It's because I feel the drive to get stuff done with the Chariot and with the Wands, 7 of Wands. They both come out in reverse. It's kind of like the drive to get stuff done is there, but the action is not. The action is just not happening. That's what I'm sensing, a kind of stuck in restness, and I'm not judging that and saying, oh, that's bad, stop resting, or that's good, resting is good, because in different contexts and different circumstances, rest is both of those things. So I'm not you, Aries, but I feel a sense of frustration on your part. It's maybe a little bit the sense that you're doing a lot of thinking as well and not so much doing. The way the Ten of Swords has come out in reverse. Interesting one. It's interesting. Let's just see what the Sacred Forest Oracle's got to say, because I just felt drawn to that for you. Standing Stones, Passage, number 40. I love her dress. I love her dress so much. I'm particularly drawn to it today. So I'm just going to... I like to let you see the Oracle cards for quite a while, if possible, because I often think there's something in the imagery that might be a little synchronicity for you. So maybe in this case today it's the red dress. The red dress is of significance to you. But anyway, apart from being a literal thing, that red dress, just, there's so much fire and passion there. Just like I felt up here. It's like the motivation, the fire, the passion's there, but just not being translated into action. What does the book say about standing stones? Let me just have a look for you. Transition from one stage of life to another. So weird. I feel like either some of you are at the age, if you're a woman, either some of you are like at that age where you're just starting your periods, or you're at that age where your periods are coming to an end. Something about that red dress is saying that to me. Well, that's a first for a reading, I've got to say. A voyage of the heart and soul is ahead. This journey may be spiritual or physical in nature. Yeah, some of you could be literally travelling. In either case, but there could be delays. Some sort of delay on either on a physical journey of travelling or in a more metaphorical sense. Something's holding you back. Maybe it's just this, I just feel like you've got, I don't know, I just think you're tired. I just think you're tired, Aries. And you need to rest, or you feel the need to rest and you're having difficulty getting out of that energy. I think that's what's holding a lot of you back. But it could be external circumstances. For some of you, I've just remembered, like, because I'm in the UK, we're having these massive strikes at the moment on the railways, and that would totally make sense of this energy with the Chariot in reverse and with this kind of idea of physical travelling. That, but it's they're, you know, both these cards are kind of forward momentum, but they're in reverse. So I don't know. Yeah, so that would make sense. That would be some sort of forced rest. Some of you, it feels like a forced rest. So yeah, some of you were like, oh, what a shame, I can't go into work, I'll have to stay home and rest. The railways are on strike. So kind of, you know, obviously, like the situation with the railways, I don't really want to get into politics, but it's absolutely terrible what's happening, and you know, let's not go there. But what I'm saying is I could feel on some sort of level you're like, well, this is terrible, the way these workers are being treated, but what a shame I have to stay home because there's no trains. Anyway, this journey may be spiritual or physical in nature. In either case, it's a kind of sacred pilgrimage. Have courage. A great ship can stay safe in the harbour, but that is not what great ships are made for. That so makes sense of what I was saying with this star. It's like you're stuck in this resting energy because it's safe. A bit like you're stuck in your comfort zone. But I'm not going to sit here and say, stop resting, Aries, because we don't do that nonsense here. But yeah, this is just the questions that the cards are throwing up. So you take it as it makes sense for you. Right. Be willing to unfurl your sails and set forth to the open seas. The seas might be rough and the wind is strong, but you are safe and protected. The circle of stones takes you exactly where you need to go. Right, well, I'm glad I went to the book for that. I don't always go to the book for these cards, but that just makes so much sense of what I was saying. I hope that makes sense for you. I'm going to pull you one more oracle card to finish from this deck. See if we can get any further. Are there any particular questions? I wonder really if some advice could be offered up about, because I think you know, leaving this harbour is not super dangerous, even though it's a risk, but it's not like super dangerous. But you know that rationally. It's like your body and your nervous system doesn't know that. So I wonder if this deck could maybe give us something just about how to address that for you, but we'll see what it throws up. But that's the question I've got in mind really as I'm trying to get a card for you here. Cards are quite big for me to handle. Right, there we go. You've got two. Colour, number 40. How about that then? 2 40s. Stick that on your lottery ticket. Something, that might be a synchronicity for some of you, the number 40. You could be 40. And, oh good, one I can't pronounce. Brilliant. Number 26. Vesica Pisces. Let's have a look. Your perception of life is becoming more colourful. I feel like you've got to leave that harbour to see the colour though. Colourful? Colourful? How badly was I drawn to the red on that deck? And look at the colours in those. Look at the colours. Look at the colours in that sky. You couldn't make it up, could you? 40 and 40. And look at those colours. You are opening to different colours and experiences. Absolutely. Colour breaks up old black and white thinking and opens your heart to the beauty of life and love. The colours of the rainbow are variations of white light reflecting the diverse experiences of life. Well, it's funny they mentioned rainbow when it's Pride month. Anyway, and they are all valid. Each colour of the spectrum has its own energetic vibration that stimulates certain responses and healing. Different colours mirror your current physical, emotional and spiritual state. Your soul uses this mirror to communicate your needs to heal or to embrace balance. Get to know what colours you are attracted to and the ones that repel you. You are love and you are loved no matter how colourful your or another's life is. I feel like you want to seek more colour in your life, I'll be honest. And isn't it interesting because the Chariot card, well, not always, but very often features either black and white horses or, in this case, in the original, more original deck. I guess they're like sphinxes, aren't they? But it's very interesting. We've got that black and whiteness coming up and it's in reverse. So, yeah. Black and white thinking isn't serving you anymore. But there's a bit of a block to you moving forward and moving beyond it. Let's see if the other oracle cards can offer something up about that, about moving beyond that. I wish I could pronounce it. Vesica Pisces. Creating soul truth in the world. The outside world feels more real than the inner world because we have been encouraged to focus more on what is outside of us. We have learned to give things that can be seen by others or touched by us more importance than what we feel. Making decisions can become difficult when our awareness is focused away from our inner needs and wants. When our internal and external realities are integrated, decisions are clear and easily made. See, the Chariot can be difficulty making a decision, difficulty finding what direction to go in. Of course, that's why you can't leave the harbour, Aries, because which direction would you go? Goodness me. I am having to use the oracle cards a lot to help me at the moment, aren't I? I've not been that well recently, so forgive me. But actually, I think it is meaning you get the right messages and get a good reading, so who cares how it comes about? That might be a message you need to hear for yourself, Aries. You know, yeah, who cares how it comes about? If the outcome is good, does it matter that you had to look something up in a book? Of course it doesn't matter, Aries. Do you think doctors who do their job at work just make their diagnoses blind based on, you know, they've done all their got their degree, done all their training, and then do you think they never have to look at a book again? Is there some special merit in just sitting there and not using any resources to help you? No, there isn't, Aries. Let that be a lesson for you. Right, sorry. When our internal and external realities are integrated, decisions are clear and easily made. And yes, the star does help you get in touch with your internal reality, so there is that. But I feel that you're a bit stuck there. Anyway. This leads to satisfaction as there is no resistance to your fulfillment. When we scan the myriad possibilities open to us in the manifested world, we will know what we want and will not feel overwhelmed. In this space, we become grateful for the decisions we have made and all the ones we will make in future. So that's your help, because I asked for help. How do you get out of this stuckness? You need to know what direction you want to go in. I mean, obviously it isn't that simple, is it? But hey, maybe that's something that's just given you a little shift in your thinking and helped you. I hope so, Aries, because that's the whole point I'm here. Yeah, I hope the universe and me somehow threw something up in that reading that was of help for you. I just love these two cards. I just love them. Thanks for being here. Give the video a thumbs up if it resonated. Subscribe if you haven't already. It does help the channel grow. And thank you so much. I'll see you next time, my loves.